All right, guys, so it is Friday. This is the first day of the 4-day weekend. We dropped Leroy off of the boarding place this morning, so he's there for the weekend so we can stay in Austin tonight. But we're going to do the first workout ever in this gym with Chase here. So we're going to do a deadlift workout. I think I'm going to try for a PR. I'm hoping for it. We have our new bars, our Rogue Ohio bars. We got all new plates. We just picked up horse stall matting so we can deadlift on some platform here. So we're going to see how it goes. And after we do this workout, we're going to grab food and then go into Austin for the night. Current PR on deadlifts is 620. I did it 2 weeks ago. Warming up, I don't feel 100% because all this stuff's new. The bars are new, the plates are new. Everything's a little greasy. What I've noticed is with all this new equipment, it comes with a little bit of oil on it to protect it. So here's what we're trying right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 45s plus 2 10s, 625. So we'll try it.
Look at the eyeball. I do not chase girls, but they run a mile for me. Say she gon' ride for me. I buy the tires for me. This game is shopping niggas must find it on. Man, we want it all.
Gangsta.
How we looking? Alright guys, so post-workout we're at Hop Dottie, which is right across from the gym. It's right over 35. And they have really good gourmet burgers, and they absolutely hooked it up. So they have 50% off for Veterans Day. So we ended up getting burgers, fries, beer for a really good price. We each got the 512 Pecan Porter, which is an Austin local brew. We got truffle fries for an appetizer, and then we're waiting for our burgers to come out.
Hello, I have a llano poblano.
Yep, right here. Thank you.
I have a Buffalo Bill.
That's me.
There you go. Oh, that's you?
I'm the Buffalo Bill, yep.
Do you need anything else? Maybe mustard ketchup?
Nope. It's good to me. Thanks so much.
So we're about to leave, literally about to leave, and she's like, "You guys want milkshakes?" I looked at Chase. We're like, "Yep." So I got red velvet. They got what's that?
Oreo Nutella.
Oreo Nutella. And what'd you get?
Oreo Nutella.
Oreo Nutellas, red velvet. Absolutely delicious.
Stupid.
So now we're going into Austin. So we made it into Austin. Tonight we are staying in the Hilton Garden Inn, which is my go-to place if I have a choice, because it's right at the end of 6th Street, right off of 35. So you get done drinking a night in the town. It's just super convenient, easy to find, and it's right here. Only thing though is they had one room left over, and it was a 1 king bed plus a sofa bed. So we got Chase up here on the sofa bed. We're going to shower up because we still haven't showered since working out and eating, and then we're gonna go out and explore.
You guys are so high right now. Preston, the most majestic creature in all of the land.
So right now I'm just going through Snapchats, and today I've been getting a lot of snaps from you guys saying Happy Veterans Day and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to say I really appreciate it. That's the reason Chase came down this weekend pretty much, is because he was in the service too. He was a staff sergeant in the United States Army. I got on a few years ago. But it's the weekend we wanted to collab to kind of do the interviews, the podcast stuff, get together and just hang out. So I appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate the support. So tonight's drinks are Austin East Ciders, which is a local dry cider, which is really good. And then we also got tequila. I'm personally, and Chase is too, I don't think Preston is, but huge fan of tequila. I don't like vodka. I found out in college I'm allergic to vodka. I get hives and I get really red. I'm not a huge fan of whiskey, but I love tequila. I love the way tequila makes me feel. All right, so we are going to Rainy Street tonight. Well, actually, first we're going to Stubbs. We're getting barbecue, and then we're going to Rainy Street, and we'll probably end up at like the Summit and then Dirty Sixth, and hopefully all back here
Hopefully back here.
by 2 a.m. So, cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
That is good pizza. All right, so we survived last night. Me and Chase and Preston got back at like 12 o'clock, and Preston kept talking about how he wanted repollos. We fell asleep. Preston got repollos, ate like 2 slices, and then racked down. So right now, we're at 24 Diner, which is an awesome thing. One of my favorites. We ended up getting chicken and waffles because I had to bring Chase here. I haven't been here since being back from Korea. So we each got chicken and waffles. We're going to eat this, head back home. And they also have like a crazy, really good cold brew, which has me buzzing right now. By far, my favorite place in Austin to eat breakfast. This weekend is like just a bunch of treating yourself. Treat yourself. So I'm currently trying to parallel park. It's been a while. So Chase is helping me out. I don't like all that beeping. That's a lot of beeping. Whatever, this works. I really hope they don't mind this, but I offered to cook like a pre-dinner dinner. This is our protein snack, and I burn it. So we're about to head back up to the gym. The only reason like we came home today is to pick up Leroy from the kennel, bring him back, and then we're going to do Chase's podcast interview and a Q&A he posted on Instagram, and then we're going to get dinner. But yesterday, it was like 2 days ago, Silent Mike reached out to me on Instagram. Was like, hey, I want to throw you some stuff, and the package is already here. So Silent Mike works with Mark Bell, and they do like the slingshot stuff. So super training shirts, which I would like absolutely at one point in my life love to train there. And then they sent knee sleeves, which I really need new ones of. They also sent the gangster wraps or gangsta wraps, and then the slingshot. So Silent Mike absolutely hooked it up. So we're about to do a Q&A that we posted on my Instagram a few days ago, but it's going to go on Chase's channel. So if you want to see the whole thing, just go over to Chase's channel. I'll link it below. But it's pretty much going to touch on like Army stuff for like this Veterans Day weekend from an officer's perspective being me, and then an NCO's perspective being Chase. But like over the past couple of days, me and him have talked, and I've talked like to my platoon sergeant and people that have been in the military in the past. It doesn't matter when you come in the military and when you go out. It could be like 20 years difference. You can always like relate to certain things, and there's similarities in the military no matter where you served, when you served, or what you did. How has life in the military translated into the civilian world as far as leadership qualities, initiative, etc.?
I think segueing from that last question of just letting people who are in leadership positions, let them lead, let them manage, it has been really different for me because now that I am in the corporate management, corporate leadership world, I don't really get to always just pull rank, so to speak. So, for me, I was a staff sergeant, and sometimes people just do what you say, and that's really all the justification you need to give them because of that rank. And in the military world, you get away with that a little bit more than out here in the corporate world. You have to kind of fluff things up a little bit, be a little bit more politically correct, and be a little more cognizant of what you're doing and how you're doing it, what you're saying, how you're saying it. So it's not as black and white, I would say.
Yeah, I would say like, we had this conversation like the other night too over a few beers. We were talking about how people automatically assume, like, say you're infantry, 11 Bravo enlisted, there's no translation in the civilian sector. That's absolutely incorrect. You won't be using your day-to-day job duties and responsibilities in the infantry as you would in the civilian sector, but ultimately, like in the military, you're managing people and time, and that's what you do in the civilian sector as well. In management and business, learning how to motivate, inspire, and lead people in whatever organization that is, it'll translate, and a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah. So this is going to be interview number 3 for the podcast, but I definitely plan on getting them back on once I get this up and running in 2017. Hopefully we'll be filming this back down in.
All right, so we just got done doing a podcast interview with Chase. That's like one of the main reasons he came down here this weekend is to do a segment for his podcast, kind of talk about the evolution of Bear Performance Nutrition, where it started, where it's grown from, and where it is now, and talk about Bear Performance Gym that's coming up here soon. So this is the last night Chase is in town. He leaves tomorrow, but it was like awesome, really good weekend. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.